Hello ocean people! Welcome back to Brent Durand Underwater, a YouTube channel and website where I share photo tips, tricks, and tutorials for learning underwater photography and underwater video. And today we're talking about smartphones and smartphone housings underwater. So we know that our smartphones, regardless of what phone it is, what operating system, they have great cameras these days and they shoot fantastic photos. They have a lot of creative photo and video modes. So wouldn't it be cool if we could use them underwater? We already have them and we could take them underwater, swim with the fishies in a nice safe way. Yeah, it'd be awesome. And good news is we can do that. We've got a number of different mobile phone housings or smartphone housings that let us take our cameras underwater. Now, we're going to talk exactly how those work and some of the secrets to making them work effectively and to keeping your phone safe. So let's dive in. Let's talk about smartphone housings underwater. First of all, most of these mobile housings these days, and I've got the brand new Sea Life Sport Diver right here, but they are designed large enough to fit most camera sizes. So inside they have tabs with springs or other mechanisms that allow you to put any number of size mobile phones inside of the housing, which is really, really cool because once you buy your housing, you can use it for a long time, even if you upgrade phones. Now you'll have to check specifically on your specific phone or phone brand you're allegiant to and what works for your housing. But once you're there, you should be able to upgrade and continue using the same housing. Now, how do you control all the buttons and how do you shoot the photos and videos underwater if your touchscreen phone is locked in the housing? That's a good question and one that the housing manufacturers have thought of. So basically, you will place a phone inside of your housing, boom, pop it in there with an app downloaded. Now each housing manufacturer has its own different app that lets you control the phone via Bluetooth. So you'll open up that app, you will sync it with the housing, you will lock it all up, and then from there you will control the physical buttons through that Bluetooth app that lets you control the photo, video, and even the settings on the phone. So it's actually really, really easy to use and really intuitive and easy to connect. So how does your phone stay safe when it's inside one of these underwater smartphone housings? Well, basically, when you close it from the front and the back, you'll notice that there is one or two O-rings that seal the front to the back of the housing, and those O-rings create a watertight seal that is held with the pressure of the water that doesn't let any water go through. Now, you have to be very, very careful, and you can watch my underwater housing maintenance video linked here, but you want to make sure there's no debris, hair, lint, sand, or other particles on that O-ring that could break the seal. That said, you know, it's still a little nerve-wracking to take our precious phones underwater where they could flood and then we have no phone for the rest of our trip or the rest of our day. So what many manufacturers have done is actually include a vacuum pressure system, a vacuum pressure test system, and even added leak detection systems. The Sea Life one here has both. So the vacuum system allows you to pump some of the air out of the housing and it will tell you if there's any break in this vacuum seal. So before you even touch the water, you will know if you have a watertight seal or if you don't and need to redo the O-ring and make sure everything's clean again. So that's really cool and gives you the peace of mind before you get in the water. In addition, once you get underwater, the leak detection system will tell you if there's any water that enters the housing. And that will beep at you and also flash a red light in most housings to alert you to the fact that water's gotten in there. You can abort your dive or get out of the water and dry everything off, see what's going on there, and start over. One of the questions I get asked a lot with smartphone underwater housings is which is better, the built-in color profile, a red filter, or video lights? It really just depends. Now, if the smartphone housing manufacturer's app that you're using has built-in color profiles, certainly check those out. They'll probably have them for blue water, for green water, and you can see if there's one that helps bring realistic colors back into the scene based on your dive conditions. Now, if you're in nice blue, clear water, you can try using a filter. I like to use filters generally when there's a lot of good ambient light because that's going to produce the best results. Pair that ambient light with shallower diving and the red filter can really make a difference in creating some great colors in your scene. In lower visibility, greener type water, darker water, deeper water, the filter might not work as well, so you probably want to do a little experimenting to see what works best for you. Now, if you're shooting subjects that are really close to you, let's say within 2 meters or 6 feet, that's when video lights might actually help, because the light will only go about that distance, 2 meters or 6 feet. And so if you're shooting a reefscape or some animal or marine life that's moving in close, a school of fish or something that's within that distance, the video light will probably give you the best colors and contrasts in your scene, because you're able to light them well with that single or that double video light. One important note is that we do not use a strobe or a flash when we're using a smartphone housing. We only use constant light or video light. And you can learn more about the differences between those in my video linked right here about the differences between strobes versus video lights and why you need a light underwater. So definitely check out that video if you're interested in learning more about lighting underwater. So I hope that's helpful for everybody. A little bit of good information on smartphone housings. If you want to know more about them, leave comments in the comment section below. Be sure to check out the description for more links on other videos and resources I've built for using your smartphone underwater for photo and for video, as well as some partnership links there for other resources. The resources just keep going, boom, boom, boom. Subscribe if you want to be first to know about new videos, and I'll be sure to see you guys in upcoming videos on the channel.